Development of Islamic economics. Economic development expands the ability of work and the ability of individuals to secure an income to support themselves and their families. Padmawati, 2011. According to Western scholars, economic development refers to the evolution process or the effort that seek to improve the economic well-being and quality of life for a community by creating or retaining jobs and supporting a growing income and the tech base. However, Islam defines economic development as a balanced and sustained improvement in material and non-material well-being of humankind, and development as a multidimensional process which involves in human welfare through advancement, reorganization, reorientation of entire economics and social system in accordance to value and norm of Islam.
The role of Islamic review. First, help the system to have a firm foundation in implementing economics activities. Second, recognize the role of reason in human development with the help of revelation. Third, emphasize both freedom and private interests without neglecting society's welfare. Allow material pursuit as the mean to humans in achieving falah. Succeed in creating a lot of economic achievement such as equitable distribution of income and wealth, and also economic stability.
How Islamic economics differs from conventional economics. First, the role of moral values. In conventional, moral filter and price filter recognize the important role of market mechanisms in allocations and distribution of resources, while in Islamic, the market will not by itself will be able to fulfill the material needs of all human beings. Second is importance of hereafter. In Islamic, the concept of innate goodness of human beings and of the hereafter come in, while in conventional, it ignores the Islamic concept. Third is rational economic man. In conventional, the serving of one's self-interest in this world alone, while in Islamic, it extended to the hereafter. Fourth is positivism. In conventional, entirely neutral between ends, Robbins 1935, while in Islamic, one of central objective in Islam is human brotherhood.
Contribution of Islamic development. The fallacy of Great Gap. John Schumpeter in his book History of Economic Analysis, the Great Gap is intervening period from the Greek and Scholastic. It's occurred over 500 years, which is during the downfall of the European civilization, and at the same time the Muslim civilization is at the peak. During that time, many students went to Islamic college to learn about math, science and other things, and went back to their countries to become a teacher. They used the same methodology as they learned in Islamic college. As a result, some of the thought and scientific ideology were still derived, and some were still missing. The name of Ibn Sina, Ibn Rushd and Muhammad appear on every page of the 13th century Summit, written by a scholastic philosopher, Pfeffer, 1978, page 356. From this, we can see that the real contribution of Muslim scholars have really affected the development of scholastic.
Division of labor, specialization, trade, exchange, and money and banking. The farmer needs the work of the weaver to get clothing for himself, and a weaver needs the work of farmer to get his food and the cotton from which the cloth is made, and every one of them helps the other by his work. Al-Saraqshi.
Demand and supply. There is a few quotes that shows that most of our theories nowadays were derived from the Muslim scholars. Al-Jahid said that anything available in the market is cheap because of its supply, and thereby its lack of supply there is demand for it. 1985, page 13.
The adoption of this approach is one of the most important contributions in Islamic economic development. In making an optimum contribution, Muslim scholars focus on various aspects which are economic, moral, demographic, social, political, and historical. One of the Muslim scholars, which is Ibn Khaldun, had wrote a book named Muqaddimah. He tries to derive the principles that govern the rise and fall of a civilization by analyzing the cause and effect. The adoption of this approach is one of the most important contributions in Islamic economic development. In making an optimum contribution, Muslim scholars focus on various aspects.
Created using Powtoon.